Good morning, this is Dwayne, and today I'd like to talk about which finger goes where and why. People ask me all the time, which finger should I use on certain passages? And the first rule is don't play hunt and peck like you might on a typewriter if you didn't know how to type. But use all 5 fingers, okay? There's 8 notes in a scale, so you only have 5 fingers, so it's obvious you have to use some fingers more than once. So let's start talking about a scale first of all, and then we'll talk about passages in a song. So if you play a scale, if a scale starts on a white note, use your thumb, and then pass your thumb under your 3rd finger as smoothly as you can, and then you'll have enough fingers to go up. So use 3 and 5, which of course is 8. Coming down, it's the same thing. 3rd finger over. Now, if a scale starts on a black key, you don't want to use your thumb on a black key as a rule. Why is that? Well, look at the size of your hand. Your thumb's way back here and your long fingers are up there, so I might as well use long fingers on the black keys. Let's say we're playing in the key of D flat, which goes like that. So you start on a long finger, like your 2nd finger, then your 3rd finger, and then when you have a white key, bring your thumb under. Then long finger, long finger, long finger, thumb, long finger, okay? And that can be the 2nd or 3rd or whatever you want. You see that principle? Okay. So use your long fingers on the black keys whenever possible. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but for the most part, you can use your long fingers on the black keys, use your thumb on the white keys. Now, if you have a scale that has 2 white keys in a row, let me see if I can illustrate this somewhere. What would that be? No, A's okay. That's okay. I guess there's no scale where you run into 2 white keys in a row. But in a chromatic passage, you do. Say you're playing a chromatic passage in a song, okay? Use your thumb on the white key again, and use your long finger on the black key. So I like to use thumb, 3rd, thumb, 3rd. Now when you have 2 white keys in a row, use your 2nd finger. You see the logic there? Then you have your 3rd finger for the long key, then back to 3rd thumb, 3rd thumb, 3rd thumb, 2nd, okay? So when you have 2 white keys in a row, you can use your 2nd finger. Otherwise, just use your 3rd finger and your thumb, because it works. Again, because of the size of your 3rd finger, it's the longest of any, and your thumb's the shortest. So that's a good way to play a chromatic passage like that, okay? Now, song, you say, well, I don't want to play scales. Well, that's right, but songs are made out of parts of scales, aren't they? All the time you run into passages where the songs are made out of scales. I mean, that's the nature of the beast. Or the scale is used in a chord. For example, if I'm playing a C minor 7th chord, I'm playing the notes of the C scale, but they're altered, to form a minor chord or a major chord or whatever. So the rule in chords is to use whatever fingers are logical so that it's not awkward. In other words, if I have a 3-note chord, I can play 1, 3, 5. My thumb, my 3rd finger, my 5th finger, can I? Okay. But if I have a 4-note chord, then I have to change fingers a little bit so that I have enough fingers to get out there. If you have a 5-note chord, it's obvious you have to use all 5 fingers, obviously, right? Okay, so it depends on the situation as to what that is. And your left hand, I just use the right hand, but the left hand is the same principle. You use the same. Now, let me just improvise a little bit. You see that? I'm using my thumb on the white keys, my long fingers on the black keys, and when I have a chord, then I use whatever fingers fit right, okay? Now, fingering is not written in stone. I hope you understand that. Moses did not pass a law, send down a law from Mount Sinai on fingering, okay? Bach didn't either. Nobody has laws on fingering. But there's some general principles that I just outlined that apply to fingering, so you do well to follow those general principles without getting paranoid about it. There's a lot of pianists, particularly jazz pianists, that use alternate fingering that would drive a classical pianist crazy. But it works. It works for them. So if you find something that works for you and you can do it well, then use that by all means, okay? So thanks for being with me today, and hope that helps a little bit in your understanding of piano fingering. If you enjoy these little piano tips, they're all free, so come on over to playpiano.com and sign up for them. Hope to see you there. Bye-bye for now.